All right, everybody, welcome back to another video here on the Dividend Doggo Show on YouTube, and I'm bringing you in for the weekly portfolio review. We are going to be looking at how the portfolio performed over the week here. We are ending the second week of May. I cannot believe that we're already almost halfway through this year. Let's take a look and see what happened. So with the portfolio, we were down pretty significantly in gains, and we had a little bit of dividend income roll into the portfolio. You can see we have a little bit of cash balance that is mainly from I believe that's Hingham, Apple, and Costco that paid. So we are going to be redeploying those dividends over the next week or so here. There were no significant buys for the portfolio right now. I am working on paying off the IRS. For any of you curious why I'm not slamming money into the portfolio, we sold a bunch of stock last year to be able to purchase a house and land. So we are paying the IRS that money that we owe them, and we are kind of rebalancing the budget stuff because it came out a little bit higher than we expected it to. So let's take a look here and see. VST was down pretty significantly. AbbVie was up in the green, just barely ending the week here. VST was sold off a little bit by one of the larger shareholders. I believe it's Brookfield. I'm not too worried about this. I expect that there will be a lot of fluctuation with the stock over I didn't expect it to go to like $27 a share so quickly. Like from the time I bought it, I was able to buy in the like 18 range, and it, spiked up pretty significantly. So I expect that the stock will have some fluctuation over this year, but overall, they gave us another dividend raise. That's amazing to have gotten two this year. And the share buyback plan, absolutely amazing. And they've already deployed, I believe it's 1.2 billion of that, with another 800 million to go. So overall, not too worried about that. If the larger firms want to sell off for cash positions on these quality companies that I like and I'm holding on to, that's okay short term. We're not really in that stock for the capital gains. We're in that stock for the dividend growth for the long run. So consumer, we did have Altria down pretty significantly for the week there, as well as Target and Costco down a little bit. Everything else was in the green for the week, which is amazing. Altria, I believe, had their guidance go down a little bit, and some of the analysts marked it down in the like 52 range. My cost basis is in the 40s. So overall, not too worried about that. I'm happy that they're doing what they're doing and earning the portfolio some significant dividends. So in Como Money, we had SCHD and Berkshire Hathaway both down just a little bit, 1% for SCHD and about 2.67% for Berkshire Hathaway. Again, not too concerned with any of that. That's just kind of regular fluctuation, a couple percent here and there. Finance was down pretty significantly. Again, my timing with buying into Ally, I believe that the stock is going to do great things over the next few years. However, right now they are getting absolutely hammered. If I look at the all-time view, I'm down about $7,000 with that particular stock. So that's pretty crazy. You can see that JP Morgan is also down to almost being in the red. So we're right at my cost basis. This is only green because of earned dividends. And Berkshire, wow. Bank of America is still holding up pretty well overall. Bank of OZK is still holding up pretty well. Hingham is getting close to the range where I was buying it. So financials have gotten slammed really, really hard. And JP Morgan, in my opinion, would be my top pick of these 5 stocks to be buying. If you're looking at stocks, you need to do some serious diligence on them because they've got a much better position than they've ever really had before, in my opinion. They're able to do buybacks. They have tons of cash on hand. They have one of the best leaders in the space, if not the best. And their plan, their dividend raises going up, everything seems solid with this company. I don't think that we're going to see as bad a performance as we did in like 2008 with the financial sector. So overall, Bank of America was down pretty significantly as well this week. I'm going to be watching several of these stocks so that when I do have some money to redeploy, there's a good chance that it's going into the finance sector with things going at the rate that they are. Just looking at JP Morgan here, you can see my cost basis was 123.93, so right at 124. You can currently buy the stock below that at 119 and get a 3.24 dividend yield on a very high quality stock. I will definitely be excited to be adding more JP Morgan below my cost basis. And hopefully once I've got a little bit of cash into the portfolio, it'll come down a little bit more so that I can just buy in and get a better price and get a higher dividend yield. So putting that money to work in a good fashion is going to be quite fun for me for the next couple months. I'm hoping that things stay kind of choppy for the finance sector so that I can get in and get some more buys, lower my cost basis a little bit on Ally, and even lowering my cost basis on JPM, which is something I would not have predicted at the end of last year that it would go down so much. So tech sector, again, horrible timing with buying back into Apple and Microsoft. One of the guys in the Joseph Carlson Discord was like, why are you buying Apple and Microsoft at these prices? You know who you are. I wanted to rebuy these positions because I had them and sold them in 2021 to buy VST, which ended up not being a great idea. But I think for the long term, 10, 15 years from now, I do believe in these companies, and I do believe that they will have greater position in the future. They'll get right back up to those all-time highs in just a few years time frame. And I think that they're doing phenomenal with their buybacks, especially Apple's plan to buy back, I believe it's like $90 billion or something crazy like that. So I will likely continue to just keep watching these as they're coming down a little bit. I want to get a higher dividend yield from the portfolio right now, and then potentially I will add more to them. But we are buying still in the tech sector as far as the 401k funds. We're about done with wrapping up 401k purchases for the year. So that is pretty diversified into funds, mainly the F.I.R.E 500 fund, which is large on Apple. So getting those shares at a little bit of a discount right now, we'll be able to make back a bunch of that money in the future. The industrial sector was also down for the week pretty significantly, 3 to 4%. Again, this isn't one that I'm necessarily looking at because I feel like these had gone up pretty significantly over the course of the year there. The past couple years, I've not added a whole lot to this pie. I was buying Lockheed Martin, but it has spiked up pretty significantly. It is still about $100 above my cost basis. So I'm just kind of gonna chill on this and see if it comes down some even further before I consider adding to it. Monthly dividend stocks, this is mainly just BlackRock, BST. This fund tracks the tech sector and then sells covered calls against them. It is a relatively high expense ratio stock. I have been adding a little bit to this position to pick up some more shares as it's come down really significantly. I will continue to kind of assess that and keep buying shares. I want to hopefully keep this somewhere around the 5,000 mark, so I might add a little bit more over the next week or two as it is continuing to go down. You have to be careful with this particular one. Even though it is a great stock in my opinion, it is a high expense ratio stock, so buying into that, you need to know that you are paying a premium for this particular stock and its earnings. So overall, that is the weekly performance. Keeping in mind the goals of this portfolio being I want it to earn right around $80,000 per year in dividend income. I want to see the earned dividends keep going up. And as you can see, if I look at 1 year here, we are still up pretty significantly for the 1 year trend here, and the total dividend income earned is right around $23,000, and you can see the breakdown of where that's coming from here. I absolutely can't wait to see this get even higher. Hopefully getting this to about $80,000 within the next 10 to 12 years. I can't wait to see this keep growing. I hope that all of you will come along for the journey. I would love to know what your goals are for your dividend portfolio. Do you have a relatively low bar that you set for your dividend portfolio? What type of F.I.R.E method, if you're into F.I.R.E, are you looking for? I think that getting to even a barista F.I.R.E is going to be an absolutely phenomenal thing for us, and that's somewhere in the ballpark of about $48,000 to $50,000 a year in total earned dividend income. What that means is that I could go to work at Starbucks for healthcare benefits and stuff like that part-time, and be able to pay all of our basic living expenses with earned dividend income, and not be as burdened with the financial stress that comes with the stock market, and the overall having to focus on how much money you're making at your day job, things like that. Just do a quick fun job part-time for the benefits, and do that until traditional retirement kicks in. So that's kind of where we're at here. I want to be at a fat F.I.R.E range, which is, in my opinion, about $80,000 a year in income from the portfolio. And we're going to kind of continue to just keep working toward that. So I want to leave you with that and see what you've got going on as far as this week. Did you do any purchases this week? If you made it to the end of the video, drop me any kind of comment down below. If you like the video, if there's something that you would like to see from the videos in the future, let me know. And I appreciate every single one of you members of the pack, all the subscribers. We just crossed over 2,500 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing for having had this channel for just over a year now. I'm absolutely blown away with the support from every single one of you, and I appreciate all of you. I hope that you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week with another video.